So Youth for Christ is an international organization. We're in Germany. I don't know what the German name for Youth for Christ is, though. I should figure that out. I will. And anyway, so we're an international organization, and everywhere we go, the whole thing is we're geared for the times, but anchored to the rock. So our message and our purpose remains the same for the past 90 years. However, what we do and how we live out that message is going to depend on what country we're in, what city we're in, and depends on the needs of the actual youth in the community. So when I first showed up to Kelowna 3 years ago, I spent the first 6 months just doing research and figuring out who are the hurting, vulnerable young people of the city and where are the gaps, what do they need, and where can Youth for Christ come in and try to fill some of those gaps in the community. So we were embraced with open arms. Can I tell a quick story? Part of my research, I show up to the alternative school in town. This is a school where all the kids who have been kicked out of all the other schools, they get sent here to Central School. I show up to Central and I was there to interview the administrative staff, but I ended up getting pulled into an emergency staff meeting where it was the principal, the vice principal, the drug and alcohol counselor, like the other counselors, all sat in a room together, and I just got dragged in. I sat there around the table. The reason why they were having an emergency meeting was because there have been like 9 kids who had showed up high on crystal meth that morning, and they just didn't know what to do about it. So they talked about ideas and they commiserated together. And then at one point in the meeting, somebody looked at me as I was just sitting there quietly listening into this conversation pretty awkwardly. She looks at me and she goes, "And who are you?" And I go, "Oh, I'm Carmen, I'm from Youth for Christ." And she grabs my hand, pulls me in, and she goes, "Thank God, Youth for Christ, we need more Christ in this school because I don't know what to do anymore." So that's how we got invited into the school. We've been working there ever since with their kids who have the highest needs. We have different programs. We have a mentorship program. We have a program where we just show up at the smoke pit at the high school and hang out and talk to kids about their lives. We do a lot of one-on-one mentorship, pairing up hurting young people with just one caring adult, because you know that all it takes to change a kid's life is one caring adult who will walk with them for the long haul. So we give that to these kids where we can. We also have an Adventure Life program, which is super fun and is most of my Instagram feed. Adventure Life takes kids after school and we take them out on adventures. We get them outside using their bodies, having a good time, laughing and building relationships with caring, healthy adults. We go up skiing, we go skating, we bake cookies, we go out volunteering, we do all these different things, trying to connect them and give them a purpose and a reason to make it to the end of the week.